Yo, yo, yo. What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up? Let's go! What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How are you guys? How is it going? How was this week? How was past week? What have you done? How was April for you? How are you guys? How is it going? In beginning, do mashups or new project? Both? I don't know. If you ask me, I was doing stupid remixes like pitching up and down things. How are you guys? How is it going? Well, first of all, people on Twitch and YouTube. People on Instagram, go to Twitch or YouTube. People on Twitch and YouTube. I don't know if you see anything different. I changed the layout a little bit, as you can see. I changed the background, you know. This is difficult. The background, you know, as you can see. I changed a little bit the things. Also, when we switch to the other scene, you will see that also is different. Okay, I'm not flipping the camera anymore. So it was time to update it. Would be nice to maybe have it like in a video, the background or so, but I don't know. I just did it in with pictures, and I think it's good enough. But what do you think? Kind of the same vibe, but different. So guys, to be honest, a lot of things to say today. The first one, if in the camera you didn't really see it that much, on Instagram you can see it a bit more. Enhorabuena por ganar el concurso de remix de Nosli. Muchas gracias, Cristian. On YouTube and Twitch you cannot see it that much, but my nose is freaking red. Do you see it? Here. Do you see it? Completely red? Yeah, I got sunburned. I was at the sun. I didn't put sunscreen. I put sunscreen, but it was already too late. And now it's really good. I mean, it was freaking red, you know. And the problem is that, as you can see right here, is not red, okay? Because it's where the sunglasses sit, you know. So the sunglasses were like here, so everything below that got sunburned. Things happen. At least I don't have to record videos this week. I already have them recorded, so I don't have to be with a freaking red nose and with the skin peeling. I think is that the word. In the videos, that would be really shitty, you know. Also, I want to say that for the now that I was talking about videos, this week I'm uploading a really good video. Trust me, it's not just to create hype, it's not just to trying you to go to watch the video. You will want to watch the video, okay? This Sunday I'm uploading a video on YouTube that is basically 25 tips I wish I knew when I started making music to make better music. You know, all the things that in the end really have helped me to make better music. You know, it's not a really long video, it's quite short because the tips are like really straight to the topic and with examples and so, like, hey, do this is how you do it, and this is why. This simple, okay? And I think it's gonna help a lot of you. Okay, so remember, this Sunday, same time as always, and so this Sunday, don't miss that video. How to release a song that I made. You can use, for example, DistroKid. If you were on YouTube, I would show you that they have a discount link. You can use DistroKid and release your own music if you want to. Can I send a remix? Yes, of course. So, well, guys, remember this Sunday, really interesting video. Okay, but I have more things to say, more things to mention. Well, last week I was off, you know, I took 5 days off. But the problem, and if you think it like I think it, maybe the music is too loud, sorry. If you're thinking like me, it's also a problem what I'm going to say. Bro, is Audemy license still work and we able to release covers? You need to pay to be able to release the covers. You need to get the subscription. Otherwise, you don't have the license. Okay, here comes the thing. Last week, I had to take 5 days off. The problem is that next week, I'm taking the whole week off. Yeah, and that's a problem. That's a problem because I need to do a lot of things. I need a lot of work to do. Also, the schedule of the live streams is messed up because of this. But this is how things went, you know. Like last summer, it's like, hey, let's do this. All right, let's organize it. And then, hey, let's do this other thing. Okay, let's organize this trip too. And then it's like, oh, fuck, they're really closed. Things happen. How to send you my music? You need to go to Twitch or YouTube. You have it right here. So yeah, next week I'm out. But don't worry, you're gonna have this Sunday the video on YouTube. Next week you're gonna have videos on Instagram and TikTok. Not a live stream, sadly, but don't worry, I will make the 4 live streams like every single month. Okay. Yeah, send a Drumbox link. Okay. And I want to mention something, 2 things really cool, but I would like to have a few more people when I say that. Also, as you can see, maybe my voice is a bit like not perfect. Yeah. Basically, guys, last week I was at the festival. That's why I got sunburned. That's why my voice is a bit off. Things happen. I'm not that young anymore to go to festivals. Nah, this year actually I'm going to a lot of festivals, a lot of parties, a lot of concerts. Way too much. Congratulations for winning the Remil. That's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to mention. So if I had DistroKid subscription, then they will give access to Topic channel. Yes, I think yes. I don't use a Topic channel on YouTube. I just upload it on my own channel. But I think they give you the Topic channel. The problem with the Topic channel, if I'm not wrong, is that it creates its it adds copyright to the song on YouTube, and I'm not a fan of that. I like to have no copyright for Twitch and YouTube, because I think it kills a bit your own promotion, what you can get with that song, you know. Yo, a lot of people on YouTube. What's happening today? We just started. So, well, guys. Oh, we already heard this song. So, well, guys. Here comes 2 really important news. The first one. Finally, I know it's been 2 months without music. It was not really my fault. I have a lot of songs finished, but it sometimes takes a lot of time to get them signed. You know, sometimes it's like waiting for labels, they don't listen, you send to another one, they reject it, things like this, or you want to make any change, or thing like this. But finally, I signed the track, and it's coming out at the end of this month, the 30th of May, the last Friday of this month. And I need to do a lot of work to prepare that release, because, as I said, next week I'm out, so I need to prepare. I need to work a lot. You know. So yeah, finally, new music coming after, well, will be 3 months without releasing a song. Not what I wanted for this year, but well, I hope later I don't get too many releases and they overlap. That's not what I want. So that's why I told the label to try to release it as soon as possible, and they told me that soonest was the 30th. So I was like, okay, let's go for the 30th, because then I hope to sign another song that I'm sending to labels. Then the Major Lazer remix will get released in summer. Don't know if June, July. So I need to release it as soon as possible. Also, I wanted to release it as soon as possible. So yeah, that's the first thing. But the second one, so as some people already said, people on Instagram also, thank you so much, all of you. The big news. Last night, I was at the couch. Shit. No! What is this? Fuck. No! I don't know what I clicked. Fuck. I was calling another streamer. Fuck. I don't even know who that person is. I hope he doesn't join. Wait. I don't want another person to come to the live stream. Give me a second. Okay, cancelled. Okay. Alright. So yeah, the second thing. Some month ago, here in a live stream, I started a remix of a Hardwell song. The song was No Sleep, okay, and it was a competition on Skio. I decided to make the remix here live with you. I finished it out of the live stream. I participated in the remix competition. And yesterday I was at the couch with my girlfriend watching a TV show. I scared her, you know, because I basically shouted as much as possible, because I'm the winner of the remix competition, the #1 winner of the remix competition of the Hardwell remix. Yes. I don't know yet if it's gonna be able to release it as an original official remix. I don't know that, because in the prices of Skio it doesn't say that, but I think they do this to kind of be safe, because maybe the remixes are not that good or something like this. So they say this to avoid releasing bad remixes. But I hope I can release it officially. That would be awesome. Muchas gracias a todos. So yeah, so happy for winning that remix competition. Also so happy for the Major Lazer one. It's crazy. Major Lazer was the third. On this one I'm the first. Congrats also to the other winners and finalists, but I'm no winner. Sorry guys. And yeah, also I'm talking already with the Skio for the prices, because they gonna give me Genelec speakers, We review promote marketing thing. That's actually the one I want the most. Apart from hoping to release it, that would be awesome. To be honest, I really like the remix. I think the drop has really cool vibes, especially when I add the melodic part. If you didn't listen to it, you still have the live stream, but I think I changed a lot the idea after the live stream. I think I did. So well, maybe you listen to the entire song. Well, you can listen to it on Skio. Yo, Vagar, thank you so much for that subscription. Thank you so much. Vagar, thank you so much. I put in your priority list. People on Instagram, come on, go to Twitch and YouTube. We're gonna start with the feedback. Can you show the remix? Would love to hear it. No. If you want to listen to it, you need to go to Skio. If not, just wait until I can show it. I don't want to show it yet because in theory I'm not allowed, and so I prefer not to do it. I don't want to mess it up when I'm the winner. Any tip to start to learn music production? Watching my YouTube videos and reels and TikToks. So yeah, guys, new song signed and prepared to release at the end of this month. I won the hardware remix competition. I also won the major laser and I'm waiting to release it. And I'm sending another song to get it signed. So I hope to release a lot of music this summer. I hope they don't overlap. And already I'm working on new music. I have 2 songs almost finished also. And maybe continue the Martin Garrix remix that I started in a live stream. It's not any competition or so, but I don't know, I like it. I think I can get pretty cool ideas with that one. So maybe I continue with it. Been a long time, how have you been? I'm good. What about you? Do you still use FL Studio stock plugins like DMS Sakura? I never used those ones. For synth, I never used any FL Studio one at the very beginning, but not really. I switched really quick to really soon to Silent and especially Serum. I use Serum. 95% of my projects are Serum. When we talk about synth, of course. So yeah, guys, that's it. I'm the winner. Yeah. No, really, I really shouted and my girlfriend got scared because of me shouting all of a sudden, But it was worth it. But I hope I can release it. Harwell, if you're watching this, thank you so much for choosing my remix, but please, let me release it officially. What about Vital? I have Serum. All my sounds are from Silence. I think they sound a bit outdated nowadays. Congratulations, buddy. Thank you so much. So yeah, I can't wait to release all the music I have prepared. And actually, the one I'm trying to sign, I think is really interesting. Has something pretty cool on the drop, but also has something really cool in the breakdown. Really cool. So I hope to be able to sign and release that one also really soon. What's the name of the song before this in the background? Is my song Like a Melody, the remix of Hydrex. Or maybe, if it was the previous one, was my VIP remix. Okay, so people on Instagram, go to Twitch and YouTube if you want to send me your song. Waiting for you there. Goodbye. Beep, 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. What the fucking banger! Who was this? Thunders. What the fucking banger he did. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna prepare everything for the live stream. Showing. Progressive drop. The previous one, the Hydrex, yes. Let me see how it looks. I think it looks clean, right? Now the new layout. And as you can see, some things are changing in the layout also. Okay, should we start with the feedback or what? What do you say? Or just talk with you? No feedback today, just talk with you. Enjoy the life. Rest. I don't know. Thank you so much, Luis. Thank you so much. I was talking about this now. I hope to be able to release the remix officially. That would be awesome. Like the Major Lazer one would be crazy. How do I send the music? You have a pinned comment on the chat. Hello, 1+1. And I don't know if I have anything else to say. The song that is coming out this month, the Hardware remix, the Major Lazer remix. And I'm trying to sign a song, finishing more. I think I don't have anything else to mention. Yeah, next week I'm out. Actually, I'm doing a pretty cool trip, but I never did that. I'm taking a camper van with my girlfriend. I'm 7 days. 7 days? Yeah, 7 days through the north of Italy and Switzerland with a camper van. I never drive a van. I don't know how that's gonna happen, how that's gonna be. And also, I've never been in a camper van, like living there. You know, I have two sisters, both have camper vans. I never tried that. I don't know how that's gonna be. So, well, if any of you are gonna be in the north of Italy or Switzerland next week, maybe take my stories and you can find me. How much time do you usually spend on remixes? Remixes are usually, I spend a bit less time because when I have a vocal and when I have already an idea from an original song, that gives me an idea on what to do. So usually the ideas come out faster, and because of this, usually I spend less time, you know. But now, in general, my songs are between 25 and 35 hours, something like this. I used to spend a lot more time in the past, but in the end, the more you know how to make music, the faster you work. You know where to find the sounds, you know how to cue, you know how to layer properly, so then the mixing is way easier, you know? So yeah, 25, 35 hours, something like this. We use vans in my country for kidnapping. I'm not gonna do that. Omnivan, those who knows what's on Omnivan. Omnivan. Is this porn? No. Ah, okay. The classic one. So yeah, it's gonna be like that. That's gonna be my week next week. The problem, I need to prepare videos, I need to prepare content, I need to prepare a lot of things for the release. I have time? No, not at all. No, but this weekend I'm gonna be like full-time working at home, Saturday and Sunday, to prepare all of that, maybe record all those videos and so, or at least have the ideas, because yeah, it is what you need to do, you know. Sometimes you need to sacrifice things. I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna get out this Saturday and this Sunday. No problem. Work needs to be done. Omnivan are a meme for kidnapping. Okay. So well, let's start with the. Do we have Sonarworks enabled? Yes. Let's start with the feedbacks. I'm gonna start with Vagar because he subscribed. Remember that if you want priority list, you know, you want to skip the list, you can just subscribe on Twitch. You're full-time as a producer, bro, or do you work professionally as well? Professionally, I guess you mean if I have another job. No, I work from this. I mean, actually, I have 3 or 4 videos on YouTube of my yearly incomes. I didn't do one for 2024, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm probably not gonna do also anymore. But I've done 3, I think: 2021, 2022, 2023. You have there all my income sources, at least at that moment, and the money earned, and all of this. So maybe that inspires you. Okay, so let's start with the feedback. I want to check how it looks with the new layout. Let me see. Okay, workers to give Vocify. The screen, the border is good. Yes. Can I zoom on Twitch? No. Oh, yeah, I can zoom. Okay, this border is good. This border is good. The first time I check this one, so this border is good and this border is good. Okay. Email, SoundCloud, no porn. Corn, sorry. Twitch, I said corn. Corn, what you eat. Border. All this is good. This is good. This is good. This. Okay, everything's perfect. The chat is inside. Okay. Let's go. Bagger ID Nurko Sunsets. Awesome song. The best one I heard. Yeah. Okay, wait. I really like the vocals and I'm planning to get my singer to sing this and release it as a cover. You think I should do it? I wrote lyrics for the missing part. So this is a remix, I guess, right?
I'm wide awake as I was on my way to heaven. A lot like strangers in the dark.
I will make the vocals slightly louder and maybe boost on 2,000-3,000 hertz. That can give a bit extra presence to the vocal.
Had my days when I was hoping I'd do better. I'm so glad you talked me down.
It sounds really beautiful. I think this part is useless because it's empty. I mean, you have the vocal. Good. But then, why all this silence? Repeat the vocal or have another part of the vocal or something, but don't have this silence. I wrote the lyrics for this part. Okay, but is this original or what is this? Alright, well, let's hear the song first, but then we need to talk about what you're saying of adding extra vocals to a cover. To be honest, it sounds really good, but the kick and the snare need to be louder. The vocal maybe gets a little bit muddy, too much meat in the drop.
Crash and burn the mess you left around us. The pain I felt, it all too real. We're a bit too late, alone and now forgotten.
maybe here, in this part, maybe you can do something else. Like, okay, now, because it's like, okay, this is a fake drop, you have this, and the drop comes, right? Maybe you could have like a filter, radio filter, another synth doing this part or something like, okay, you create a really big contrast to say, hey, now the drop is coming. That was fake, now it's coming, you know? Pretty cool idea, to be honest. Pretty cool idea. Give me 1 second. Okay. Harmis, thank you so much for giving a description. I'm gonna check your song also, Spirity, but first, before yours, I'm gonna check not Priority, okay? I like to alternate. But first, let's talk about what Dogger said. If I'm not wrong, this is like a remix, okay? The vocals are from an original song from Nurko, and Bagger, what he wants to do is to make a cover, okay? By the way, if you want to make covers, you can use singers, you can use Audimi or thing like this, and then, for example, with DistroKid, you can release covers. I did that, you know, with Illusion. They get the license for you, and you can release it. Okay, but here comes the thing. A cover, technically, is a song where you sing the same vocals with another singer, okay? That's a cover. I'm not sure if you're able to add extra vocals. I mean, you can take the vocal, the lyrics, and repeat that and all of this. But like, add new vocals, I don't know if that's really considered a cover, and I don't know if they're gonna allow you to do that. Check this info, maybe ask ChatGPT, and see what they say, you know, because I'm not 100% sure you can do that. That's a problem. But maybe you can just make new if you're gonna use another singer, and so maybe make new lyrics and make it original. Sounds really good. You can make an original out of this, you know. And I don't think the vocals are that like necessary in this song. Like, you can change the vocals and the song is gonna be really good also. For example, with Illusion, in my case, it wasn't that the same thing because I used the vocals in the drop and I did tremolos in the vocal with it in the drop, so I needed to use those. You know, that was a problem. I made a combination of Slap House and Filter House. Thanks for the comments, fam. Okay, so now let's check a not priority. Okay, for the not priority, let's do a number game. For the people that is new, number game is so simple. I'm gonna think on one number, and you need to guess it. If you get it, you get the feedback. This simple, okay? Remember that if you're on YouTube, you have less chances because of YouTube has a lot more latency than Twitch. So, just to let you know. Okay, the number I'm thinking is between 20 and 50. Between 20 and 50. If you guess it, you get the feedback. Okay, extremely quick. The number was 30, and the first one saying 30 is slow. Easy. Slow. It says you're a spam, man. Be careful with your email. Progressive, this, Afro, and Dark is my stuff. Everything is your stuff. If you make progressive, you make this kind of melodic dubstep future bass. you make Afro house, and you make dark, I guess, is like techno. You basically make everything. Let's check this one.
I hate that I let myself be so naive. I know there's no point in letting myself believe in you, 'cause I keep letting you in over and over, and you always do the same thing.
If you compare the kick with the snare, I think you need to make the snare a little bit louder.
Over and over.
This is a vocal, right? Or is a guitar or something like this? I think it's a vocal, really high pitch, right? Really cool.
There you go again, baby.
Yeah, Vagor, the instrumental sounds really good. Just what they said on the drop, the kick and the snare need to be louder, and I don't know if I said anything else.
And all the time, you lost all your love, don't know where to find it.
Don't have Insta. What music producer doesn't have Instagram? Man, you need to have Instagram, even if you don't like it.
You don't have to speak, I hear it in the silence. You don't want me, you lost all your love, don't know where to find it. You don't have to speak, I hear it in the silence. You don't want me.
I think the sidechain is too aggressive on the leads, and makes it like stop too much, like you know. It would be nice to have it a bit more soft, more fluently. You know, 1+1. Thank you so much for the subscription. 1+1. On the bass, you can have it that aggressive, and maybe on the leads have it a bit softer. To be honest, it sounds good.
I hate that I just can't seem to get enough. I wonder when I'll stop getting so caught up in you, 'cause I keep letting you in over and over, and you always do the same thing over and over. There you go again, blame it all the time, and you.
Maybe when you add the side vocals, the feeling is that you have rhythm. You use the points. Damn. That's good. That's good. Bro, even I got 8.3 points. What should I do? Maybe use them next time. When the side vocals come in, the problem is that the vocal feels like it's on the sides. Okay, it's not bad, but that depends a bit on what you want to do. For example, my personal taste is to try to always keep the vocal in the center. Cover the sides with side vocals and harmonies, yes, but not like send the vocal to the sides. So the problem that what I would do, okay, I'm not saying this is bad because I think it fits quite good, but what I would do is reduce the volume of the side vocals and harmonies, so this way we still have the main vocal that is in the center as the main vocal, you know?
Lost all your love, don't know where to find it. You don't have to speak, I hear it in the silence. You don't want me, you don't want me.
Maybe the second break is a bit too long, you know. The drop is here, 3:15. 1 minute 30. That's a bit too much. There are songs that are this long, you know. I think that's a bit too much. Maybe from here I would go to the build-up. And if you want to get this part, okay, but not 2 times. From here, go to the build-up. Not again to this part, you know. Maybe I would reduce a little bit the top height of the snare. Pretty good one. I like it. Good vocals, good emotional vibes. It's good. Okay, Harmis, your turn. Harmis, where is it? Harmis? Hamza, okay. Let's go.
You're all that I wanted, but this couldn't last. I wish that it would. And now I feel haunted by the ghost of our past. I wish we were good. I'm lost in emotion. You're all that I wanted, but this couldn't last.
Maybe just to say something, I would reduce a little bit the volume of the atmosphere sounds. They're a bit loud.
I wish that it would. And now I feel haunted by the ghost of our past. I wish we were good. I'm lost in emotion, consumed by your love, and I can't escape. My heart is an ocean, but it's not big enough to fix these mistakes.
I think you can make these hi-hats a little bit louder.
Take me far away from where we both started. I need to go back where we last parted. Somewhere we can put to go back where we last parted. Somewhere
This snare here
where we last parted.
is too wide. It sounds basically behind me. Check it. Probably is way too wide. Make it a little bit more narrow.
We can put our past behind us. Anywhere we can go anywhere.
I think that the lead is good. Maybe for personal taste, I would try to make it stand out a little bit more on the 2,000-3,000 hertz, like to make it shine a bit more. Probably for this you need another layer that maybe is a lot cleaner, a lot less tuned, and so. But like this is not bad. But maybe try. I explained this tip a lot of times, but well, maybe try on the master to use a multiband expander on that area, or maybe just with EQ on the leads, try to boost a bit there. Samir Kakar, thank you so much. Damn, what's happening today? It's beginning of the month. That's what's happening.
Take me far away from where we both started. I need to go back where we last parted. Somewhere we can put our past behind us. Anywhere we can go anywhere.
The drop I feel it sounds pretty muddy. Pretty muddy. Maybe reduce a little bit on the lead chord thing, reduce on the 300 hertz, something like this, and below. That will give a bit more space to the kick. And also maybe you can reduce, apart from reducing normally, you can do another reduction on that area, on 300-400 hertz, but only on the mid, like using mid-side EQ, only on the mid. This way, you will keep a bit more mid frequencies on the sides that is not really clashing with the kick and so.
I'm lost in emotion, consumed by your love, and I can't escape. My heart is an ocean, but it's not big enough to fix these mistakes. Take me far away from where we both started. I need to go back where we last started. Somewhere we can put our past behind us. Anywhere we can go anywhere.
Yeah, in general, I think that the lead thing needs a bit more clarity, stand out a bit more. Maybe with boosting, as I said, or adding another layer that maybe has more clarity and less noise in the tune sound. But the idea is really good. The melody, I like it so much. The vocal is good, and the idea is good. So keep working on this one, man. Keep working. Maybe you can go the opposite, like distort them more, or increase the attunement to have it a bit more off-key sound, you know, to give that kind of rave feeling. This can work also. For example, Atmospheres do this a lot lately. They like have really distorted sounds, but keeping that emotional and beautiful vibe, you know. Okay, for people asking to submit, you just need to send it to the link, put exclamation mark feedback, and you will see the email. Sorry, not the link. And yes, Vagor said, thank you so much, man. You can skip the queue with subscribing or gifting a subscription, or just get the number game. I do the number game because this way I make sure that the person I'm tagging is in the live stream, you know. Let's go with who's this? Sorry, 1+1.
Yo, bro. I think I had too much minutes to you. Yo, Eli, why they touching me? Like, I don't know which keep the hammer next to me. Like, I ain't got a header to the left of me. Like, we ain't in these streets more than sesame. But that shit chicken, why she texting me? Why she keep calling my phone, speaking sexually? Every time I'm
Reduce a little bit the volume of the glitch sounds.
why she stressful? You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany.
Okay, I get the idea of this, but I think the sounds are not the good ones. It feels like the tag of the kick, the punch, the tag, and the bass are not really working well together. I will try to look for a more punchy chest kind of kick. And then when you add the hardstyle one in the background, maybe in this case what I would do is take just the hardstyle kick, filter it, and slowly reduce the high cut. You know, I think that could work better.
You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany.
Take this kick and put it here. More quiet and maybe a bit filtered, but it's way better. It has a lot of punch, has a lot of bass, and it feels like it's one kick. Here it feels like 2 or 3 kicks different that don't really work well together. No. One yes.
You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. You call her Stephanie. These haters on my body, say more.
On the drop, the vocal needs to be a little bit louder, but the rest is good. I mean, actually, there's not a lot of things going on, just the kick and bass, no effects, but it sounds good. Sounds good.
These haters on my body, stick 'em more. Yo, Eli, why they testing me? Like I don't always keep the hammer next to me. Like I ain't got a header to the left of me. Like we ain't in these streets more than sesame. Look that shit chicken while she texting me. I should keep calling my phone.
Make the vocal, I would say like, just for reference, okay? I'm not saying that this is exactly the dBs you need to boost, but like, for example, 1 dB in the break, louder, and 2 dBs or 3 dBs on the drop, you know? I think here needs also to be a bit louder, but not that much as in the drop. Sorry. Yeah, no, not that much as in the drop.
Sexually. Every time I'm out, I think that's all. You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. These haters on my body, take them You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. I call her Heffany.
All of this is good, but it feels a bit empty. Maybe add more risers, add ambient sounds, add, I don't know, more reverb or delay, I don't know, but something to make it sound a bit fuller.
You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany.
For these vocal chops, maybe add more reverb, so this way it feels more like a lead kind of thing. The idea has potential. Just try to work on the things they said, especially on this part here of the build-up. Thank you so much to Mr. Creep. Yeah, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much. I put you in priority. Mr. Creep. Okay, now I'm gonna do a number game. Alright? So this way we alternate. People that don't want or cannot subscribe, or maybe already subscribed time ago, can check, can get the feedback. The number I'm thinking, if you guess the number, you get the feedback. Okay, the number I'm thinking is between 1 and 25. Is it my email? I don't know. I guess. I will ask you later when it's your turn. Between 1 and 25, and Mr. Malo put 29. Okay, we got it. It was 17. The first one is octar. Octatones. I think it sounds good, just maybe the kick is taking a bit too much space, especially in the mid-highs. Maybe I would try to control that area a bit. Wow, wow, wow.
Everybody's moving in the back room. We're waiting for the sun to rise. We move a little closer in the back room.
The vocal is pretty masked, pretty in the background, lost in the mix. Try to bring it up.
Deeper, 'cause we know it's our time.
I'm missing a little bit of brightness in the lead. Maybe add another layer for the top highs. And maybe a little bit of reduce a little bit on the mids. So this way you get it a bit cleaner and a bit brighter. But really good. Really good one, man. Really good one. I mean, have some kind of the older hardstyle vibes. I like it. Thanks for sending. And nice to see you coming back to hardstyle. At the rhythm, let's go. Is that the N word? Which one? I think nobody said the N word. This pluggy thing, I think I wouldn't have sidechain. I think you have, because the first one, the tagging is not that present, and also it's way too loud. Well, definitely the song needs a vocal. This part, I feel, if you reduce a little bit on the mids, like 400 or 500 hertz, you can get it a bit cleaner. As the build-up is going, you need to reduce the volume of the bass or do a low cut, okay, to get a bit more energy. Not the energy, but like on the build-up, if you reduce the bass and you start adding a lot of high frequencies with riser and so, you're gonna get a sense of like uplifting feeling, and then also you're gonna create more contrast with the drop. But if you keep the bass, then the drop is not gonna feel that full compared to the previous part, you know. Also, I think, at least so far, is a pretty outdated idea. Like Progressive House from 2015, 10 years ago, not really working nowadays, I think. Yeah, I control the mids, a bit too much mids, especially in the kick. Also, the kick has too much mids. I would reduce, usually it's between 300 and 400 hertz. I would reduce with not really steep notch, kind of really narrow, but not the normal one, a bit more narrow than the normal one, like 3-4 dBs. You will get a way tighter kick. one drop, I think it's not a good idea for a song, you know. Maybe reduce the length of the break and have drop and then another break. But this is what they say. Especially the problem I see in this song is the style. The style is really outdated. Nowadays, progressive house is not that trendy, but still have a change, you know. If you take progressive house nowadays in 2020, you still can see a little bit of change, but especially from this one. This one is really outdated, to be honest. Apart from being hard to sign this in a label, I think you're not gonna have a lot of people being able to listen to this, you know, even if you self-release it. You know what I mean. How do you pick a demo? Okay, I alternate between the people that subscribes and have priority to people that don't have priority doing a number game. Okay, I'm gonna check a song by Distron just to see what he did. Luego me pasas por PayPal, ¿vale? Besitos.
You make me smile when I'm feeling down. You give me such a vibe.
I think the vocal is a bit loud, and the quality of the vocal, I don't know if this is gonna be the last one, but the quality feels like a bit of AI extracted.
It's totally bona fide. It's not the way you walk, and it ain't the way you talk. It ain't the job you got that makes me satisfied. Love, it feels so good. And that's what takes me high.
Sí, es extraída. So what you can do if it's extracted maybe is usually I feel like when you extract AI vocals, usually if you reduce in the mids, sounds a bit cleaner. You don't really hear that AI thing that much, and also boosting a little bit on the highs or saturating a little bit the highs. They can give a bit that crispy sound that you lost because of the AI. This kick feels a bit more muddy on the 300 hertz. A bit like whoa, 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 whoa. Make this a little bit louder, but it's nice to have the lead instead of the vocal. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I like it, I like the idea. I just think that the kick here feels a bit muddy, and the vocal has that AI thing. But the rest is really good. If you want to release it as a remix, leave it like this, or try what they said on the vocal. If you want to release it as a cover, maybe use websites or get a singer. Samir, let's take yours. Let's go. Make the vocals louder.
Girl, it ain't no pain in me looking at you.
I don't give a keep looking at my, cause it don't mean a thing if you're looking at my, I'ma do my thing while you're playing with ya. I don't give a keep looking at my, cause it don't mean a thing if you're looking at my, I'ma do my thing while you're playing with ya.
I think the idea is pretty nice. It has a really nice groove. I just think the kick is not punching off, not really cutting through the mix, like hitting my chest, like boom.
It don't mean a thing if you're looking at my, I'ma do my thing
I will completely change the kick.
while you're playing with ya.
I mean, I think even if you make it louder, it's not gonna be that punchy as the song is requesting. So maybe just get another kick with a lot more punchy sound.
I don't give a keep looking at my, cause it don't mean a thing if you're looking at my, I'ma do my thing while you're playing with ya. I don't give a keep looking at my.
Personal taste, but I would try this lead to be a bit brighter.
Cause it don't mean a thing if you. I'ma do my
And maybe the tremolo is a bit too much. I will make it a bit softer.
thing while you. That it was the same since up in the 7th grade. They've been trying to get with me, trying to. You always got a plan to be my one and only man. Wanna hold me with their hands, wanna.
Vocal too loud and vocal too dry.
I keep turning them down, but they always come around, asking me to go around. That's not the way it's going down. As they only want my only want what they want, but nah.
It's funny how a man only thinks about the. He got a real big heart when I'm looking at you. He got real big brains, but I'm looking at you. Girl, it ain't no pain in me looking at you.
I don't give a keep looking at my, cause it don't mean a thing if you're looking at my, I'ma do my thing while you're playing with ya. I don't give a keep looking at my, cause it don't mean a thing if you're looking at my, I'ma do my thing while you're playing with ya. Keep looking up, wait a minute, too. Do you know to try to get your.
Here with these kicks that are rolling, control the volume. They get too loud.
Do you know that I know and I don't wanna go? Yeah, only want my only want what they want, but not.
It's funny how a man only thinks about the. He got a real big heart when I'm looking at you. He got real big brains, but I'm looking at you. Girl, it ain't no pain in me looking at you.
I don't give a keep looking at my, cause it don't mean a thing if you're looking at my, I'ma do my thing while you're playing with ya.
It's funny how a man only thinks about the. He got a real big heart when I'm looking at you. He got real me looking at you.
Looking at my, I'ma do my thing while you're playing with ya.
The bass here is way too loud. This part.
Thing while you're playing with ya.
You see, this part feels way too much like a slap house. Not a big fan of a slap house, but also I think it's already over. So I think it's not the best drop, this one. The other parts are good and the mix is quite good, just the thing I said, but pretty good one, man. Cypher, thank you so much for those 5 beats. En la vida hay dos tipos de personas, los que hacen remixes normales y luego estoy yo. En plan bien o en plan mal. Okay, let's do a number game. Come on. Yo, Tommaso, thank you so much for the subscription. It's obvious that this is the beginning of the month. Number game. The number I'm thinking is between 50 and 75. Nobody yet. No. No. Okay, we got it. The number was 63. And the first one is Zephyr. Let's check this one. Let me check something. 1 second. Let's go.
Aunque yo dominara las lenguas arcanas, el lenguaje del cielo supiera expresar, solamente sería una hueca tan vana si me falta el amor.
People on YouTube now receiving now the number game. That's why I say always to come to Twitch, because on YouTube the latency is way bigger. Okay, I don't really know what's the original of this song. Obviously kind of popular song or really pop. I don't know. About the mix,
Yo dominara las lenguas arcanas.
I just think the vocal needs a bit extra brightness and a bit extra space, maybe with some sides in EQ.
Sería una hueca.
I think the leads are a bit too wide. I think they're crossing the line.
Si me falta el amor, decídeme.
Maybe a bit too much the tune sound.
Si me falta el amor, si me falta el amor.
¿Esto es una canción de misa? The kick is a bit outdated, too much like 2018 kicks from Liner Pack, you know, something like this. See, guys, this is a church song. Turn into hardstyle.
Aunque todos mis bienes le pase a los pobres, mi cuerpo en el fuego llegara a inmolar, todo aquello sería una inútil hazaña. Si me falta el amor, si me falta el amor, no me sirve
Okay, in this part,
el amor.
I wouldn't keep the instrumental. I will keep more with a tail or something of reverb. When the kick comes, it doesn't have a strength. I thought this was a fake kick, fake drop thing. You know, not like the kick, the drop already. I mean, check for example here and check here. You know, the loudness and stuff. Pretty difficult to fit the vocals here with the leads and the kick. Well, interesting. Guys, I think I'm gonna go to get a coffee. I mean, I'm really tired. Fuck. I'm gonna go get the coffee. A bit late maybe, but well, I need a coffee, okay? Give me 1 minute. I get the coffee and come back, okay? I'm gonna put your favorite song. 1 second. coffee and dark chocolate. What else can I ask? What do you think of the Catholic remix? Shit. It's funny how when I take this little rest of 1 minute, some people leave. It's like, man, I'm taking a 1 minute break. Okay, let's check Mr. Creep. I hope you don't get dirty teeth with this and be like with black teeth while I talk in the live stream. Wouldn't be good. Not good for the marketing. Okay, let's go. Okay, about this. It has this kind of synthwave vibes that are not bad. Not really into it, but are not bad. The thing is, the low mids, like 300 Hz area, is pretty uncontrolled. I will try to clean it a bit, but especially this vocal is just not good. I mean, way too low on the pitch, way too dirty, not standing out in the mix, really difficult to understand. This was too loud. Maybe the bass is a bit loud. Also this pad, the main pad is too loud. Apart from reducing on the mids, low mids, reduce the volume. The sub bass is wide, right? I hear sub bass on the sides. I'm not one of those that the sub bass needs to be 100% mono. No, I know there are genres where it's a bit wider, but I think this is too much. When the kick and bass play, the vocal gets lost. Like it feels like the volume is reducing in the vocal. Check this. When this skips on, you know, try to check what's happening there. Maybe it's taking too much space. For me, the vocal needs to stand out more in the mix, and the kick and the snare or clap are maybe a little bit loud. I keep thinking I'm in too deep. this ARP melody thing is a bit loud, even louder than the vocal.
So many times I forget in my
Not my thing at all, but I think the idea is not bad, but especially you need to control a little bit the mid, low mids, and try to give more presence to the vocals. And the first vocal, this low pitch, I would just remove it. Not really working, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna check Not Pretty, and then we check Tommaso, okay? We check a lot of songs today, to be honest. Maybe that's why I'm too tired. Okay, number game. Okay, the number I'm thinking is between 20 and 50. If you guess it, you get the feedback. If you're on YouTube, you have less chances because of YouTube delay. Latency. That's a problem. Okay, we got it really quick. The number was 25, and the first one saying 25 is Official Sonus. Today you're guessing them really quick, like in the first 2 to 5 comments. Sonus? No. What's your email name, Sonus? Because I look for Sonus and there's no one like this, or Official Sonus. Oh! Luis, you're still there? I didn't see you send a song. Menthier. Okay. Then we're gonna check Maskibanga, okay guys? A bit too much noise, or the noise in the background is a bit loud for my personal taste. Not really bad, but for personal taste I would reduce a little bit. Yeah, a bit uncontrolled sound on the highs and noise. The stabs are really good. Okay, now I like a lot of ideas. It has a lot of energy, but everything sounds too squeezed and too loud. Everything is too loud. Okay, you need to control this. First, I would reduce the volume of the stabs, and on the mids, there's like a reverby thing. I would try to reduce that also, so this way the kick has a bit more space to sound clean. You know, it's like. Imagine this like a visual thing. It's like the kick is there, but you have a foggy thing in front, you know, so you don't see the kick really clear. I feel it like this. Hi-hat's too loud and a bit uncontrolled. Oof, I'm not sure if I would do the panning thing on the hi-hats. I think for the drop is a bit chaotic, you know? Not a big fan of it. Maybe if I would do it from 5% left to 5% right. Keeping it there, but not that wide. It's a bit confusing and I cannot really focus on the rest of the song because of this. Yeah, like everything is really loud, really squeezed, and with a lot of reverb. I think you need to try to get a bit more natural sound. Even if for this genre, it needs to be really aggressive, and so I think it's too squeezed, you know, like not really feeling it natural. This percussion that is kind of giving the rhythm, that tack, tack, is not mono, right? It feels a bit on the sides. I will make it louder also. Too much high frequencies. I think the idea is really good, has a lot of strength, but the thing you went too far, what they said, squeezing the sounds, giving too much brightness, too much reverb, and everything sounds a bit blurry, you know, like not really a clear sound. I don't know. Why have here 3 different emails from Baltics, same text and so, but 3 different names? Why you send it from 3 different emails? I don't get it. Okay, let's check Maskibanga. I'm curious. I don't know if you know it, like long time ago, like, what was it? 6-7 years ago? We made a collab together, Maskibanga and me. Actually that one, there's a problem that if you go and check my discography on Spotify, I think you don't find it. Because I think it was with they move it into an EP or something like this. Right? And if you check our Spotify, it's not there. You need to go on the kind of, you can find it in something like this. So I also didn't get that much streams at one. But yeah, whoa. What happened later is that they started releasing a lot of songs in Revealed, and I didn't. But I won the hardware competition. I did. Heavy kick. I think it's good, but I feel it a bit empty, you know? Maybe here with the ARP is a bit less empty, but then here... Oh, this part is really empty, in my opinion. Maybe add more risers, add some endless smile, something like this, to cover more space. I think the drop is good, the idea is good, and so I just feel maybe a bit more reverb. Maybe you wanted a bit more dry sound, that's good. But for my personal taste, I would add a bit more reverb. The kick change is nice. Maybe make the vocal louder in this part. Yeah, a bit empty. Maybe put a vocal on top. The kick is so fast. I think the idea is really good, had a lot of strength and the mix is good, but I definitely think it needs something extra, maybe a vocal on top. Maybe that could cover a lot of space. Keeping the vocals you have as your candy, but having a main vocal on top of this. Okay, let's check Tommaso. Where is he? Here. By the way, guys, did you realize what happened in Spain last week? That Spain, parts of Portugal and parts of France, that we lost all the electricity. No electricity for 1 day. Was crazy. They still don't know what happened. But some technical guys said that how was it? Like, the problem is that it's really decentralized thing. And when there's a problem, another one is gonna solve this. But some of them failed, so no one could do the backup. Something like this I've seen. Yeah, but it was crazy. Like, no light, no electricity for 12 hours in my town. We went to Stone Age for half a day. Yeah, exactly. I could work a little bit because I have a laptop. But after that, like, okay, let's go out, for dinner with I had one of the lights I have for the videos that is really bright. I just had it around my house so I could see. World War 3 beta testing. The first thing I did was to go to the supermarket. The problem, not problem, I didn't have cash. But the supermarket had generators. I don't know if that's the right word in English. But they had electricity in the big one. So I could pay with the card and I could buy things. At least for lunch and dinner. Yeah, but the problem was that it was freaking cold. I was scared, to be honest. The government didn't tell anything here in Portugal. Yeah, I mean, for me, I prefer if they don't lose time explaining things and they do the job. Like, okay, first let's solve this and then we will talk. I prefer this, and that's what they did. So but in Portugal, was in the entire country or just in some parts? For example, in France was just at the bottom. The south, if I'm not wrong. Coffee. No one here is addicted to yes, our country beside the islands. Yeah, like same here. So it was the entire peninsula, because Balears and Canary Islands had electricity. People could have parties in Ibiza. Okay, let's check Tommaso. Rota discorta.
Open up your mind, come taste my ecstasy. My passion's burning like, baby, can't you see? Open up. Open up.
be honest, it's nice. It's funny. It's happy, you know. Maybe the vocals a bit louder. This synth that you're using here, I would add a bit more reverb and reduce the volume, and then make the vocals louder. Not a big fan of the clap you're using here. Maybe you could use instead a rim shot. Maybe that could work better. Or a clap that maybe has, I don't know, another character, or maybe more reverb, or I don't know, but I think this one is not really fitting. And this part feels a bit empty. I will try to add more chords, pads, sounds. Talking about this, I had somebody on TikTok telling me that the big guys, because I said that all the big guys use ambient sounds, atmosphere sounds to make the song sound fuller. And one guy told me something like, big producers don't do this. If you're trying to do this, you're just a noob. And it's like, or you have a really bad ear, or we don't listen to the same music. Because the music I listen, everybody tries to make it sound really full. With ambient sounds, or with ARPs in the background, with reverbs, with a lot of things. Of course, there are songs that they want to make it sound empty. But in general, electronic music, I would say 80% of electronic music, 70% of electronic music, people tries to make it sound full. The big guys and the noobs, everybody. But yeah, haters gonna hate, and there's always somebody else that is smarter than you. Of course, I'm not saying I'm the smartest guy. Of course, I'm not. Martin Garrix said one video he likes Atmos, and for example, if you check John Summit, he has like 2 walkthroughs. He has a lot of things going on: reverbs, ambience, ARPs, a lot of things, because that's what they try to do, making it sound full.
Open up your mind. Open up your mind.
This wall thing, maybe reduce a little bit on the lower frequency it has to make it sound clearer, and then this pack. I get the idea, but I think it's not really working. Maybe with another sound, or maybe just something more like with the snares, you know. I think can work better. The vibe is really good, but it feels empty to me. Not a big fan of this. The idea has potential. Pretty good one, man. Pretty good one. Thanks for subscribing. No more subscriptions? No. Okay. Yes, no more subscriptions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 songs I checked today so far. Wow. You're not gonna believe me, but this is what happened. I said last week I took 5 days off. Okay? So Monday I came back. Okay, and as you know, I have a playlist where I check songs every day. Guys, no joke. I had 102 songs to check. 102 songs to check from playlist that they sent me. And most of them, some of them I can review faster, but some of them I spend like 1 minute 30, 2 minutes to make the review. Depends on the website. And this one that takes longer, I had like 54, 58. So the big one, the half of it was like long time. But after that, I had like 5 songs from Patreon members, and on this one I spent like 20-30 minutes for each feedback. So yeah, I checked like 110 songs this Monday. I mean, was like, what the fuck? Of course, I divided like not all in a row, like half in the morning, half in the afternoon, but it was like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? So that, to be honest, that's why I listen to your music and really quick I see where's the problem. Not only like this sounds bad, but in what frequency range, kind of, you know? Because I check so many music every single day, so I detect all those problems really quick, you know? And it's not like listening to music, not like playing Spotify and do something else. No, it's like paying attention to all that music to give the proper feedback to Patreon or the reviews on the playlist things. So that's also a way to really understand how to make music, or how to learn how to make music, or just train your ears, you know? Like pay attention to music, listen carefully to songs, and of course you don't need to give feedback to other people to this. But for example, if you add 2 or 3 songs as reference tracks on your projects, when you compare, you're doing this, even if you don't realize, you know? Or for example, here in these live streams, I always tell you the same. If I don't check your song, there's not a big problem if you pay attention, because you're listening to the same song as me, and then you're listening to what I say about this track. What's the problem? Where's the problem? You know, so you're learning also. Don't you get ear fatigue like that? Yes and no. I mean, I don't listen to music real loud. The music, when I listen to it, is pretty quiet. Of course, in the playlist things, I don't pay that much attention like on Patreon. You know, for example, for Patreon, usually do like 2 songs. That takes me 40-60 minutes. And if I have more, I rest a little bit and then continue, you know? So it's why I avoid ear fatigue, because otherwise maybe I wouldn't give the best feedback I can, you know? By the way, it wasn't me, but as you can see in the chat, if you want, now it's 37 sample packs, 2 sound banks, 4 FOPs, 2 weekly tips, extremely detailed feedback in your songs, like 20-30 minutes giving that feedback, extremely detailed, and a lot more things. You can become a Patreon member. Actually, this month I'm sharing the hideaway stems, so you can use them as reference also, like compare leads with leads, bass with bass, kick with kick, you know? That's really good also. Become a Patreon member, come on guys, become a Patreon member. And actually today, one of my Patreon members that was in the basic plan decided to increase to the pro this month, and he's gonna get all those packs. Then next month, if he wants to, he can come back to the basic one, and it's gonna be, I mean, extremely worth it to become a pro just once and get all of this. 37 packs, 2 soundbanks, 4 FOPs. Nah, crazy. Okay, maybe when I reach 50, I do a pack and I sell that pack like externally from Patreon, or maybe when I reach 50, I do the first 25 or something like this, you know? Maybe I need to ask my Patreon members, because they wouldn't have the exclusivity if I do this, you know? I need to ask them, and maybe they need to vote. And depending on what they vote, I decide. If it's 100% yes, maybe do it. If it's 70% yes, maybe I don't do it, you know? Well, let's say the next song. For the next song, let's do... Wait, why I can't feel my neck? What? Let's do a number game for the next song, okay? Remember, if you're on YouTube, you have more latency, so you have less chances. Number game. The number I'm thinking is between 50 and 75. My neck is hurting. Go to the physio? I don't know if it's physio also in English. Physiotherapist. We got it. 64. Vinit Purohit. Okay, what's your real name or your email name? Vinit, I don't know how to say it. Purohit. I don't see anybody called like that. No. No, nobody like that. Can you tell me your email name or email address? Let me see this one. No? Did you send it? Did you send it to this email? No, I don't have your email. You didn't send it. It's not even in spam. Ah, it's in spam. And why it's not showing me? Usually it shows me the spam also when I look for it. Let's go. The cymbals are way too loud. The pff, pff, the rides and hi-hats. Here remove at least 2 kicks before the next intro part, you know, like no. Okay, so it's way it works better in transition or in continuing the intro. I would maybe filter a little bit the low end of the kick and reduce the volume as it's repeating, so it's where you avoid making it too loud. Okay, and necessary silence. From here you can go directly here because it's silence and then this. That can be exactly from here. Exactly, it's the same. So avoid this silence. Go directly here. I think the evolution is not that much. This and this is basically the same. You just add shakers. So I would go choose or this one, but not both parts, okay? And then go here. But the instruments are the same. Add more instruments. Maybe here you'd have a stronger mid bass. I hear like 2 attacks. Like instead of, it's like. Why the right is going from the left to the center? That feels weird. Man, then you realize that this snare is extremely loud. Okay, the leads are way too loud. I think they also need to be tighter, so maybe use a little bit of OTT. That could help. The mid bass needs to be more present with a bit more gritty sound, a bit more distorted, louder. But especially, I don't really like the bass progression. I think it's not fitting that well with the melody. Also, the kick doesn't have enough low end, enough bottom end, you know, so it's not really sounding heavy. I would just change the kick or layer it with another one. You have a snare in the second and the fourth, right? In that case, it needs to be louder, it needs to be a bit more noisy with less low end, so you avoid clashing with the kick. Why the tail, the reverb tail, gets loud on the main lead? I mean, it's like dana dan dan dana, you know? Control that. I think I will go directly from this part to this part. Yeah. These snares need a lot more brightness, a lot more attack, stand out a lot more. Sorry, these drums. Also, the leads have a bit in the 600 hertz kind of. You need to reduce 600 hertz, something like this, and they will sound a lot tighter. The drum fill you have here is a bit quiet, but also is pretty outdated. I mean, I remember this drum fill from, I think I even used it in my Superman track. That is the first one as Wildcrow. Pretty outdated. The idea is not bad. It needs more work and so. And as I always say with Progressive House, most of the Progressive House tracks you send me, pretty difficult to sign, to get the market, and so I'm checking a lot my phone because last week I got an Amazon delivery, and just it was when no electricity, so they didn't give me. They had to refund me, order it again, and now I'm waiting for it. Because this company that in this case is sending it is the worst company I've ever seen in my life of delivery. And if they don't give you, they don't try again. They just send it back. You cannot contact them. No matter what you do, you cannot contact anybody on that company. So you lose your package. And I need it, so I'm checking a lot. I hope they don't mess it up this time. Guys, just check the chat. In 1 second, 2 people telling me to check your song. if I do it because you put it in the chat, everybody will put it in the chat, so it would be a mess. That's why I don't do it like this, and I just do it with the number game. And so to try to keep you active, to make sure you are here, all these things, and to avoid people begging for the feedback. Okay, I can check a few more. Let's do another number game. The number I'm thinking is between 1 and 25. Hey. 1 and 25. Okay, we got it. The number was 21. The first one is zero limitations. Zero limitations. Can you tell me your email name? Armin. Okay, I don't see this. Okay, why are all of you on the spam? How many emails do you send a day to get in the spam? Okay, already this part sounds a bit weird. Tan tan, instead of tan 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 taran tan tan taran tan tan taran, it's like like a tremolo thing, pretty weird. Did they switch the song? I mean another song? I mean, to be honest, makes no sense. I mean, this part with this makes no sense at all. That was the whole point. No, this part doesn't really sound good. And some reverse things are way too loud. And then the switch is too quiet compared to this, and then the switch it's just not working, man. I think the bass is way too low. It sounds a bit like broken, like if you put it one octave higher, I think you're gonna still keep the low end, the energy, and so on. It's gonna sound cleaner and better. Not a big fan of this computer kind of sound. A bit too underground for me, maybe. Definitely, I think if you put the bass one octave higher, it's gonna sound way better. This new sound you're adding here has too much low mids and mids, and it's clashing a bit with the main kick. So with the main bass, so I would try to clean it a little bit in this area, so they don't really clash for the place. Also, what this is the song that is not really evolving. I mean, it's basically the same thing over and over, and that makes me get a bit boring. Maybe just I'm not that underground and that's why it happens this to me, but I would try to get more evolution in the song. I think that piano thing from the beginning doesn't really fit at all. A bit too repetitive for me, but in general the idea is not bad and the mixing is not bad. Just something they said, but pretty good idea, pretty good mix. Okay, I can check one more song, guys. Okay, then I start begging now. Let's do a number game like always, and let's see who is the lucky person. Remember, this Sunday a really important video with 25 tips that help me make better music, that is going to help you make better music really fast, quick, interesting, straight to the topic. Okay, remember this Sunday. Number game. The number I'm thinking is between 1 and 25. Two more left only? No, man. There's a lot. There's 21 unread emails. And there's in total like 27 people watching the live stream right now. So no, there's not only 2 left. Let me see. Nobody. No. Okay, we got it. The number was 11, and the first one saying 11 is the gaming wizard. Good luck. What's your email name? I don't see anybody like the gaming wizard. Voltix. Okay, man, but next time please don't send 4 emails with 4 different email address. Okay? Just send one. I don't know why you send it 4 times with 4 different emails. That is not gonna give you more chances. Okay, make it last.
It's cold at night when you're not around, and I'll admit I'm feeling way down. It's not alright that it's over now, and I don't wanna weather that storm. So take me back to where the weather's always warm, where the fairy tale dreams come true. Yeah, you can make me laugh, just put a...
That guitar arp reminds me to another song. Martin RX1 maybe? I don't know if it's a ripoff or just kind of getting the same idea, I'm not sure, but...
Way down. It's not alright that it's over now.
The vocal feels a little bit nasal for me, or below the nasal spot, like 700 hertz, something like this. I would reduce to see if I can get it a bit tighter.
And I don't wanna weather that storm. So take me back to where the weather's always warm, where the fairy tale dreams come true. Yeah, you can make me laugh, just put a smile on my face, baby, any little thing will do. Hope you know it's always been you, but I can see it in the rear view, fading fast after everything we've been through. Hope you know we're gonna make it, make it last.
Okay, that first snare, the boom. a bit loud. And then the second snare is way too loud. I think the kick is not the best one here. I think a kick with a bit brighter attack would work better. Just ven, te voy a matar. Me iba a ir ya. A bit too much noise.
Hope you know we're gonna make it last. After everything we've been through, hope you know we're gonna make it.
Maybe in the bass you can get a bit warmer sound, like boosting or filling more the 100 to 100 hertz area.
I'll hold you tight till the troubles pass. I know we'll make it over this broken glass. 'Cause you're my light in a sea of black.
A bit too much mids in the vocal.
And I promise that we's warm where the fairy tale put a smile on my face, fading fast. After, hope you know it's all, I can see it in everything we've been.
The break is the same, right? Like vocal, guitar, drums, and build up.
Through fast. Take me back to where the fairy tale dreams come true. Any little thing will do.
Pretty good idea. Just some of the things they said. The mix is not that bad. Especially a bit too much noise in the drop. A pretty good idea. Vale, Josh Ben, pues a ver, la semana que viene es que no voy a estar de viaje, ¿vale? En el próximo feedback, recuérdame que te suscribiste, ¿vale? Recuérdame que te suscribiste hoy y así te puedo dar la prioridad, ¿vale? Porque será dentro de 2 semanas, el miércoles 21. Intenta estar y me lo recuerdas, ¿vale? Okay, guys, so that's it for today. Okay, we checked a lot of songs. I think I gave pretty good tips. I think if you pay attention, you can learn a lot. Remember, this Sunday I'm uploading a pretty interesting video with 25 awesome tips that help me make better music. Really good ones, not like, do this EQ. No, like really good things that probably you don't know. Also, remember that, well, just to mention, I won the hardware mix competition. Okay, I hope we can release that remix. And at the end of this month, the 30th of May, the last Friday, I'm releasing a new song. Okay, so well, I couldn't come on time, but congrats on winning the hardware mix competition. Thank you so much, RDX. So yeah, that's it. I need to leave. I need to work a lot because next week I'm out, so I need to do a lot of things before next week. Now we need to record the video, reply 2 or 3 emails. So, cierto, felicidades por el primer lugar. ¿Es una pregunta? Ah, vale, exclamaciones. Gracias. So yeah, I need to leave, guys. Thank you so much for being here, for subscribing, for just following, for just talking in the chat, for sending your song, for supporting in any way. Thank you so much, always, for being here, guys. And nothing else. See you not next week, in 2 weeks, or this Sunday in the video. Remember that, trust me, it's gonna help you a lot, that video. So nothing else. See you in 2 weeks. Next live stream, 21st of May. Okay? Where is it? Here. Goodbye, guys. Bye bye. Ciao, 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 ciao.